This section will summarize some of the most important changes to student life and campus services this year. One change that students will notice right away is to Tufts dining. Tufts Dining has made significant changes, including the addition of new and reconfigured dining locations on campus. In many locations, the flow through the space has changed. You may see maps of the new layouts on the Where to Eat pages of the Tufts Dining webpage at dining.tufts.edu. Until further notice, Carmichael and Dewick McPhee will be takeout only. All students must download the new app for mobile ordering ahead from any of the dining locations on the Medford, Somerville, and Fenway campuses, including DeWitt and Carmichael dining halls. Dining staff will be on site at your arrival testing to ensure that you are able to utilize the app and answer any questions you may have. The Steve Tisch Sports and Fitness Center, including the pool, will be open beginning September 15th and subject to enhanced health and safety protocols. All other spaces in the center, such as the Gancher Center, Cousins Gym, Chase Gym, and the new Squash Center, will be closed to general recreational use. Upon entering the fitness center, students will be required to present Tufts ID and verification of their daily health screen. Reservations are required to access the fitness center. Reservations will be for specific equipment and will be limited to 1 reservation per day and no more than 3 per week. Each reservation will begin on the hour and last 45 minutes to allow for proper cleaning between equipment. The locker rooms will be open for changing, but the showers will be closed. You may access the Fitness Center reservation app via the Tufts mobile app or on Jumbo Life. We have a beautiful campus at Tufts, and we know that transmission of COVID-19 is reduced in outdoor spaces, so we encourage students to enjoy our outdoor spaces now more than ever. There will be exciting new furniture across campus, including Adirondack chairs, and all undergraduate students will receive a picnic blanket, compliments of the Tufts Community Union Senate during their arrival testing. Students must observe physical distancing guidelines and placards both indoors and outdoors. Students are encouraged to sit diagonally opposite each other at tables on opposite ends of a bench, spreading out on lawns, and avoid crowding in high-traffic areas such as outside residence hall entrances and on the Tisch Library roof patio. All undergraduate and graduate students will have access to make personal reservations for study spaces across campus. All academic buildings will have classroom spaces available between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Additional individual study spaces in the SEC, 574 Boston Ave, Barnum Hall, Lincoln Feline, and Olin will be available for reservations within extended hours. Availability, hours, and capacity can all be found in Reserve Tufts at reserve.tufts.edu by selecting the Fall 2020 Student Spaces template. Access to Tisch Library is tap-in only. You will need your Tufts ID to enter the library. To ensure there is no overcrowding, Tisch Library will require reservations. Reservations can be made online and will be required for individual study tables, seats, or study cubbies for up to 3 hours per day. Course reserves are online only this semester. Visit your course Canvas site to find required ebooks and digital textbooks. To borrow books, you can request contactless pickup or use one of the self-checkout machines in the library. Additional information on available spaces and reservations can be found at tischlibrary.tufts.edu. The Mayer Campus Center will have adjusted hours this fall, and meeting rooms will be open as normal. Students who have reservation privileges in Reserve Tufts for student organizations may make reservations in advance. Individuals who wish to use a meeting room for individual study or work may do so on a walk-in basis by visiting the Office for Campus Life or at the Campus Center information booth after hours. The Graduate Student Lounge in Curtis Hall will remain open for the semester with reduced capacity. However, the lounge in West Hall will be closed until further notice. All spaces across campus have been posted with a capacity sticker, and updated meeting rooms and classroom capacities are listed in Reserve Tufts. It is important that these new reduced capacities are observed at all times. The flow of foot traffic inside campus buildings will now be managed to ensure social distancing. Some hallways and corridors have been designated as one-way except in an emergency. In addition, all elevators have been marked with a specific capacity. It's important to wait for the individual on the elevator to exit before entering. In areas where individuals may queue, floor markings have been added to keep appropriate spacing while standing in line. For enhanced safety, clear barriers have been installed in high traffic areas for additional protection, especially in the dining halls. The SMFA shuttles will now run 7 days a week on an hourly basis from the Adickman Arts Center and 230 Fenway. Capacity on the shuttles will be limited. Masks must be worn at all times. In addition, the art store located in the atrium will be open, but students will be required to make an appointment to shop to ensure only store staff handle merchandise and prevent cross-contamination. Students may also purchase items online for curbside pickup. Gatherings, indoor or outdoor, are limited to 10 people, and all attendees must wear masks and observe physical distancing. As much as possible, formal student organizations or department events and meetings should take place virtually. Students should take note of posted policies and signage across campus, as many resources and departments have adjusted practices for enhanced safety. The Tufts bookstore will be open at a limited capacity, and your ID card will be required for entry. All Fall 2020 textbooks must be ordered online via SIS, as there will be no in-store shopping of textbooks. The mailroom will be operating as normal with no Saturday hours. Students should observe physical distancing when waiting in line. The campus shuttles will continue to operate with reduced capacities and enforced social distancing practices. Masks must be worn at all times. The Student Services window in Dowling Hall will be open with physical distancing and reduced hours. Most one-on-one conversations will need to occur virtually to ensure student privacy. Many other departments across campus, including the Student Accessibility and Academic Resource Center, Career Center, and Students Affairs, will operate with reduced in-person resources, but will be available via email, telephone, and for virtual appointments to provide the same high-level support you've come to expect. The TCU Textbook Exchange will operate out of Lincoln Feline Hall while employing new safety guidelines. Jumbo Life is a new tool offered from the Office for Campus Life to assist students in managing their campus engagement opportunities, and will be particularly helpful for student organizations and departments to manage events and track attendance. All students are automatically enrolled in the system and may log in using their single sign-on. All meetings and events, both virtual and in person, are required to be registered with Jumbo Life. In the event you need assistance providing a list of close contacts for contact tracing purposes. When utilizing campus resources or attending in-person events, it's important to always have your Tufts ID, as you will need to show your ID to access services and in-person programs. Throughout the modules, we're sharing many different apps and tools that will be needed to navigate campus this fall. To make it easiest, many apps are nested within the Tufts mobile app, which can be downloaded from the App Store and Google Play.